Animi, benvenuti tutti a questa super bella serata in cui celebriamo il Mahasamadhi di Paramhansa Yogananda, come sapete tutti, e vogliamo aprire i nostri cuori. La cosa più importante in una celebrazione del genere è che i nostri cuori sono così.
Like this.
Porta le mani un attimo al tuo cuore, dolci.
Towards your heart
Pensa
in a sweet way. Think of Yogananda.
E offriamoli una preghiera.
Offer a
Divina Madre,
Divine Mother,
Celeste
Heavenly
Padre,
Father,
amico, amato
friend,
Dio,
beloved God,
amati Maestri,
beloved Masters,
Gesù Cristo,
Jesus Christ,
Babaji
Babaji
Krishna,
Krishna,
Lahiri Mahashaya,
Mahashaya,
Swami
Swami
Sri
Sri
Yukteswar
Yukteswar,
e amato Maestro
beloved Master,
Paramhansa
Paramhansa
Yogananda.
Yogananda,
Mi inchino a
I
te
bow to you
e apro il mio
and I
cuore
open my heart
a te,
to you,
soprattutto stasera.
especially today.
Mi apro
I open completely to receive your blessings, your love, your spiritual power. Reawaken me, Om Shanti. What do you think? If we want to open our heart a lot, do we have to do? Sing. And another thing, and listen music. So we invite our great concert that wants to open your hearts.
Io ti cerco, no. the earth and high above, the truth that all was made from love, a love that calls to us to fly, above the hills, above the sky, above the storms, above the pain, a land where peace and laughter reign. O Master, may thy joy fill our days. O Master, may thy wisdom guide our way.
Guide on our hopes and on our dreams, past every glow that only seems, into the light, the inner sun, into the truth that we are all one. Help us to find in every hour, in every thought, in every flower, the joy that spans eternity, the truth that makes us ever free.
O Master, may thy joy fill our days. O Master, may thy wisdom guide our way.
The time has come for us to see that that's what one reality, above the earth and high above, the truth that all was made from love, a love that calls to us to fly, above the hills, above the sky, above the storms, above the pain, a land where peace and laughter reign.
O Master, may thy joy fill our days. O Master, may thy wisdom guide our ways. Guide all our hopes and all our dreams, past every glow that only sees, into the light, the inner sun, into the truth that we're all one. Help us to find in every hour, in every thought, in every flower, a joy that spans eternity, the truth that makes us ever free. O Master, may thy joy fill our days. O Master, may thy wisdom guide our ways. O Master, may thy joy fill our days. O Master, may thy wisdom guide our ways. Master, may thy joy fill our days. O Master,
C'è un gruppo di devoti a nord.
They have an incredible habit that when there's a kirtan or a seminar, they say, let's they all say, let's applaud to those whom we have to, who merits, and it's God. So they all do it that way with their finger up. Now welcome to this Mahasamadhi. 77 years ago, Yogananda left his body, and today we celebrate. His was not a normal death, like many of you have read or heard. Welcome to all of those of you that are online. And I thought, what was different? What is a strange death like for him? He chose his death voluntarily. In India, they say the god Yama that comes and takes you, and you can't do much, anything. And he said, he knew it beforehand, he had chosen. He said, today it's a great day. Send good blessings to me. And in another point he said, you cannot say how you will die, or some die from an accident or an illness. For him, it was different. Yama did not tell him, you die now. And he said, Yama, come here. I tell you how I want to die. And he said 3 prophecies of how he would die. He said, I will die with a heart attack, because it's the most easiest way to die, and it's how he died. He said, I will not die in my bed. Yama, I tell you, I will die with my shoes on. And that's how he died. And he also said the third thing, I will die in the moment I will be talking about the unity of East and West. And it's exactly how he would have died. The third, another thing that is different from us, when you are leaving your body, Yama says, have you ever seen a dead body? After 3 days, it becomes blue, and then it starts with a bad odor. Yogananda, no. He said, Yama, leave me. I am here, the boss. And for 3 weeks, his body was a phenomenon that was discussed by Time magazine. There was an article about Yogananda for this inexplicable phenomenon that was of an uncorrupt body. He gave us this message, I am not dead, not even physically. And number 4, he said, when Yama comes in to get you, you have already left. No, you don't remember. He said, I will leave my body in an aware way, and I will come back whenever I wish. Many, many times with his in his body, he would appear to devotees, just for you all for everyone to know. He would say, I will be here when there is strong devotion. I will come. And a 5th point is that he has a total different consciousness. When you die and you go. Listen to these words. This body came and will leave, but I will not recognize it. I have seen before I was born, how this body would be, and I will remember how after this body will be dead, that I am the flame that is alive. I am the past, the present, the future, and the present. I live in the eternal present. So death really didn't have nothing to do with him. Swami Kriyananda was one of those that really understood who Yogananda was. And he asked him one precise question. Are you Master an avatar? I think no one else asked him this question. And he said, yes. For this type of work, you need to be an avatar. So it's an avatar that appeared and left his body this way, in a spectacular way. He was one with God in his consciousness, one with the Absolute. And when he came, he did not come as ego, but as a manifestation. God, he said, has 8 qualities. If you have studied them, now God has 8 qualities that you can experience when you do deep meditation. Is that right? Are you? And Yogananda manifested these 8 qualities of the soul, of God, of the Absolute. And today, 8 people will bring each quality of God that he inspires. And he would say, it's not me, it's God coming through me. So I will start with the first quality, and that is the quality of wisdom. Swami Kriyananda tells us that often he was very bhakti, that means devotion. But the last years he was in a state of jnana, of wisdom, of absolute. And he could say, I and the Father, we are one. And he would talk from this place of wisdom. And Swami Kriyananda recalled that you could see him dancing, where he was all light, and he was singing a chant, a particular chant. And at the end, he said, I see all of you like images of light. Everything, these trees, the plants, the grass where I am now, he was outside, is all made of this light. You can't imagine how beautiful everything is. He would not see people, he would not see a tree, he could also only see light. And there was one consciousness, one light, eternal wisdom in which he was grounded. The wisdom of the nothing of the ego. Once they said, how beautiful, how humble you are. And he said, how can there be humility if there is no knowledge of ego? Nobody lives in this body, just God. While we all live in this ego that makes, that does, he was in the absence of ego. And as a consequence of this totality of the soul, this is how he would live. If you read his poem Samadhi, he says this sea of consciousness, see this little ego floating inside. And this is the wisdom at a cosmic level. But if you bring Yogananda, Swami once looked at Yogananda and he said, there's no person here, there is the infinite. Yogananda is inside me. And what did Yogananda do? And he came to Swami and he gave him an apple. And he wanted to show, I am here, I am the Absolute, but I'm here for you, I'm here to guide you. The wisdom is not only cosmic, it's also human. He guided every disciple with a huge wisdom. He knew everyone, all the thoughts of everyone. Once he asked, Swami, I don't have time to tell the whole story, but he had seen things. Swami had told about some miracles that Master had made, and Yogananda after told him, when you are with these people that are atheists, don't tell about these things. And Swami said, how do you know about this? And Yogananda said, I know every your thought of each one of you. And with this wisdom, he would guide people, everyone. Some with devotion, some with more karma yoga. He would guide them in a personal way. And the last point is this practicalness in his way of doing. The practical wisdom. This is how Yogananda would bring forward his work. He understood that wisdom had to be practical. He needed to raise money, to raise energy. And he also said practical things to his students, not only spiritual. He would say, you have to be clean. Keep your rooms clean. Put away everything as soon as you finished using it. For example, the brooms that you leave around, they attract lower energy. If you have a broom around, you have to, this is practical wisdom. Don't leave these brooms around. So, cosmic wisdom, human wisdom, practical, earthly wisdom. So bring your hands to in pranam and attune yourself with Yogananda, with this aspect of wisdom, and see how he emanates this wisdom while he comes into you in a way just like you can also be wise with your life. And now with another quality, I won't tell you which it is. So I will tell you which is. I ask you to tell me. Let's listen to his voice. And then listen, what quality is he expressing?
Prayer at eventide. The day is done, refreshed and sanctified with the sunshine of the day. I pass through the portals of evening, dimly adorned with faint stars, to enter into the temple of silence and worship thee. I worship thy spirit of approaching calmness. What prayer shall I offer for I have no words to offer thee. I shall light a little fire of devotion on the altar of my soul. Will that light suffice to bring thee into my dark temple, my dimly lighted temple, dark with my ignorance? Come!
What do you think? What quality is it? Power. It's not the first quality that we think about Yogananda, right? His disciple Rajarsi Janakananda hadn't called him Prem Avatar, the incarnation of love. And we feel this. But Yogananda had to express great, enormous power to be able to realize the mission that his gurus and God had given to him, a power to bring the teachings, these antique teachings of Sanatana Dharma in a material country, a country that wanted only stability, money, and he came from India to America in 1920, the most material moment of the United States. After the war, and everyone wanted to spend, and this man arrived with great strength and power. A power that in a very short time in America had him go to travel constantly for thousands of kilometers. Sometimes he would stop for 1 month, giving lessons every day to convert people to themselves. Great power that he could even cure people, but he did not want to do that because he wanted to awaken in each one our personal power of being well, of self-healing from ignorance. A power that could attract thousands of people to listen to him. He was a very known speaker, to the point that the President of the United States invited him to the White House. We do not know what happened in that discourse, but I always had the impression that this president wanted a counsel advice from this great soul. The power that he had could have thousands of people in a theater singing, "Oh God, splendid," and he had this power to have this magnetism. He was in charge of pushing a whole era of Dwapara Yuga. From where did this power come? The power of Yogananda? For sure from his past lives. Yogananda said that he had been Arjuna, great warrior, the courage to be able to guide and win his self-control, his concentration. He was William the Conqueror, and he conquered a whole country. He changed the story of humanity. He was also a great saint, Spanish saint, Ferdinand the Saint, that pushed away the Moors from Spain. Lives after lives, he expressed this great power and control. And then he received this power from God and from his gurus to realize what they wanted. That was to give light to a new era of awareness, of energy, of strength, interior strength. When Yogananda left his body, he left us an inheritance, a little piece of his power. He gave to each one of us, like a seed that is inside of us, this power. But we have to cultivate and have it grow, this power in us, without fear. The parable of Jesus, that of the patron that would give to his servants, he would give them coins, the talents, and they invested these talents and they would grow. And when they came back, he was very happy, and he said, now you can all come with me to the reign of God, to the joy of this reign of God. And the third one hid his small talent because he was afraid of losing it. And when the patron came and said that his had not grown, this talent has not grown, he said, no, now this is the reign of God, so go away, it's not for you. We do not want to put away our power, but to cultivate it. When we do our meditation, we should do it with power. When we do our service, we should do it with power, with strength, with courage. When I used to live at Ananda village, every week Swami would invite to his house to meditate. And one meditation stayed in my mind. That was, we were there, we sang, and before starting, Swami said to us, do tonight your meditation as Mukunda used to do when the small Yogananda. And I said, I sat down straight and I said, how could Mukunda do it? I tried to attune myself with this determination and power of this small Yogananda. I think it was the best meditation that I have ever had. When we do our kriyas, when we do our service, when we do our creativity, our music, our art, let's think that Yogananda has left us a seed of his power, so we may become like him, a locomotive that we may be just like him, a locomotive that can guide other souls to the reign of God. thanks to Yogananda for having given us this seed.
Per sintonizzarci con queste due qualità, la saggezza e il
Now
potere
we will
divino.
sing a chant to
Questa vita che mi
attune
scorre
us
nelle vene,
with these two
uno con
qualities,
l'Eterno.
wisdom and power.
O sali, o tiri sul microfono o scendi.
I also have a suspense. I want to. The biggest illusion in which we find each other. If someone asks me, "Who are you?" I would say, "Clarita." You? Who are you? Mario, Giuseppe, Giovanni. No, it's not true. It's a lie. We are light. Just like Jayadev said. He stole some things that I wanted to say. We are light of God, condensed light. Jesus as well. If you have a single eye, you would realize that you are made of light. And this light is marvelous, because where light is, there cannot, darkness cannot exist. Yogananda would say that the biggest problem of humanity is that we have forgotten that we are made of light, and that we have identified ourselves with these bodies, physical bodies of flesh and bones, and this is why we are in difficulties. But he has also taught us how to awaken the light in ourselves, inside of us, ourselves. Jayadev also said that Yogananda saw us as light, and he would always say, if you could see how beautiful you are. When we see each other on the mirror, all this beauty, we don't have difficulties in seeing it, but we should really remember that we are light, light in our soul, light in our mind, light in our feelings and the desires, to awaken this light in everyone. Swami Kriyananda suggested that when you are taking a shower, think that you are cleaning a body of light. He incarnated and channeled perfectly the master. He wrote a beautiful song that we will sing on Sunday. And the last years of his life, he would stand up when he would sing that song, and in respect of this beautiful, important light. I would ask you to close your eyes and repeat this prayer mentally. It's a prayer of Yogananda as a request for the light of God to destroy ignorance. You can repeat it after me. Close your eyes. Sit straight. Oh, dear friend. Never, even if the darkness of my ignorance is old as the world, have me understand that with the dawn of your light, darkness will disappear as if it has never existed. Keep your eyes closed. I would like you to try to experiment this light now, thinking of yourselves now, imagining that you are made out of light. Your head, your arms, your legs, all your organs, everything is light. Imagine yourselves as if you were human torches. Imagine the most powerful light that you can imagine. Visualize. Now, visualize that you send, imagine that you send this same light to the whole world that needs enormously. Imagine it as a wave that is going through you and through your hands. See the rays of light, powerful rays that will go out and console all those that are suffering in the planet, to protect all those and to receive all those that are ready for this light. And now let's sing Om. You know, the more we think that we are light, the more that this will become our reality. Good evening to everyone. Love. When I pronounce this word, I feel immediately a sense of expansion. It's a word that we use a lot. We use it in every day, but sometimes we abuse of this word without understanding what the meaning is. Even Swami Kriyananda, in a song that I like very much, says a verse, wrote a verse that says, "What is love? Is it only ours, or is love whisper in the flowers? Surely the children of this world could not love from our own power."
Tanto tempo fa avevo seguito una conferenza di un filosofo, 𝗘𝘁, e lui ha dato un'interpretazione della parola amore che mi è rimasta molto nel cuore. Diceva A-more, che arrivava dal latino, per cui morte, non morte. E questo mi ha
This in my consciousness, after finding Master, this had let's try to feel the invisible force that permits me to be here with my grounded on my feet and you sitting on your chairs. This is an invisible force that permits order to all this planet. This is gravity. If we move towards the sun and the gravity of the sun, that is 300,000 times bigger than the earth, and this permits to all these planets to have a rotation with order, with a precise mathematic way. And the explanation that Einstein gives to this gravity, he says that it's the force that curves the time and space and base of matter. And then we listen in the Divine Comedy. Dante says when he arrives to paradise, love is what moves the sun and the stars. We know this well, and in all of this in the macrocosm, and here we are in our small microcosm. And the science of the Vedic astrology, it says that we have all planets that are in our spine. The sun, talking from this wisdom that our masters have given us, is exactly at the point between our eyebrows. And then we have Jupiter that is in the heart. It's the Prem avatar, is the avatar of the heart, like our master. And what example of more example of love can we have from not from others than our masters that have come to us as free, as avatars, without needing to incarnate a body, but they have come to us for love. Just like Master said, for if there is only one of my disciples that is waiting, I will come to him, I will come back. Because this is an example. This have come to give us a map so that we can align ourselves inside to arrive to this sun that never leaves and that is always there. This is, I think, the true meaning of love that all these masters have come to give to us. There is another song of Swami that says, love is a magician. There are many things that we cannot understand, but we can feel. And love can be felt because all of these masters, just like Babaji, that is immortal, is over the curve of space and time. It's not that they love, they are love. And this is why we feel this eternal life. So we are all so grateful to be here tonight with this celebration of Yogananda's Mahasamadhi. Tomorrow we will have the initiation of Kriya, and as Master says, that one cycle of Kriya is 1 year of natural evolution. Think how much love to come and bring us these teachings. So much gratitude in the heart. I want to leave to you a phrase of Swami that says, if we close our eyes so we can interiorize, as much as we forget ourselves in giving to others, that much we will understand what love really is. And as much as we feel the love of the channel of God, then we will understand that He is the only love in the universe. As Yogananda said, the only thing that can take my place is love. Have a good Mahasamadhi to all.
Nella luce?
Con la voce? Con la voce.
Mi sveglio nella luce, mi sveglio nell'amor, nel silenzio del cuore vivo sempre nel Signore.
Silenzio del cuore
I know that I am not partial, but there is a quality that is the most important of all. Which one is this quality? Obviously, everyone has his own, but truly there is one. It's a question. So even the Bhagavad Gita said, without peace, how is it possible to be happy? And going on, if we ask ourselves, how can we truly have power if we don't have peace? If we have tensions, inner tensions, compulsions, egotism, there is no power. If we don't have peace, how can we have intuition in our heart to make choices, to have wisdom in life? The base is peace. Light doesn't appear in the spiritual eye until we don't have peace. So the mind should be peaceful. Is it true? So peace is the most important one. And obviously, all these qualities, they have many levels, many dimensions that you can experience. But try to imagine if just for a moment all your little compulsions can melt, all vritis can get to peace and we can release them. Stop to all this slavety of our mind, of our emotions, constant compulsions. I have to do this, I have to let go that. Always have a tyrant that is us, ourselves. And finally we can enter this ocean of peace, of expansion. And there we can find true love. So even love, if there is no peace in the heart, how it can be revealed, the natural love. And how there could be joy. I remember a quote from the autobiography of a yogi that I read many times. I read many times this book, I don't know how many. But suddenly I stopped at one quote and a chapter where Yogananda said, we see around us a universe, the mountains, the trees, all the universe. But if we could, only for a moment, calm completely our mind and even calm completely our breath. In one moment, all the universe, the world around us will disappear and only light will remain. All this hologram of this world in where we live, all this projection of 5 dimensions outside of us, in constant agitation and movement. So peace, calmness, peace and calmness in the heart, evermore, level after level after level, to enter in the silence of the meditation. A disciple of Yogananda, 𝗚𝗚, a great disciple, she tells this story when at the beginning, in the 30s, maybe Yogananda made a camper, someone built a camper for him And so he liked to travel with this vehicle and stay days in nature, making fire, meditating in California. And one time, they went to a very remote place with a brook, and Yogananda was washing his hair. And then they all started meditating, and Yogananda entered a deep state of ecstasy. And after that, he stood up and told them, go back to the vehicle. And as they were walking, Durga Ma was walking just behind him. And suddenly she says, all the movement of the body, of the mind, all stopped. And she entered this enormous experience of peace, inner peace, connecting with the energy of Master. And Master was saying, pick up the sticks for the fire. But she was doing that without losing that stillness, that silence of her consciousness, even in activity. And Yogananda was going on until they got to the vehicle, and Yogananda turned to her and said, silence is God. Silence is God. Stillness and peace is God. I want to read to you a poem of Yogananda about peace. Peace flows in my heart and blows as a zephyr. Peace fills me as a perfume. Peace flows through me as a ray. And peace breaks all worries and sounds. Peace burns my restlessness. Peace is a globe of fire. Expand and feel my omnipresence. Peace, like an ocean, rolls all over the place, the space. Peace as blood vitalizes the veins of my thoughts. Peace surrounds my body with infinity. The flames of peace blow through my pores of my flesh in all the space. The perfume of peace flows through gardens of flowers and flow eternally in all hearts. Peace is the breath of the stones, of the stars and the sages. Peace is the wine of ambrosia that has a source from the silence, and I drink it from my numerous mouth. So peace is everywhere. Everywhere you can perceive life, at the center there is always peace. It's to us to discover it. Jai Guru.
Allora il prossimo canto Shri Ram, Jai Ram, che sarà dopo questo.
So I will share about calmness. I will play with Shantidev. Calmness is better than peace. It's higher than peace. Yogananda has a say that probably, it's a way to live in the best way. It's a suggestion that he gives us to us if we're disciples, if we're students. Be calm in activity and active in calmness. It's a very balanced formula that can give balance to our life in a sublime way if we respect it. What is the meaning? It means that we don't have to get nervous if we are in action. And we shouldn't be restless as we meditate, when we meditate. So we try to enter in activity and make them harmonious. And so calmness helps activity. And even the more we are calm in meditation, the more we are calm in our activities. Yogananda expressed this state of calmness in every moment of his life. It couldn't be different. It couldn't be that he wasn't in this calmness, because his mission was enormous. We heard from others. He didn't have karma. There was no karma. Everything that he did was done to help us, to help others, to expand in our consciousness. Even in moments where he was accused, even when he was betrayed, and even in the moment when he passed, he was in this perfect state of calmness, because it's just in that state that you can tune with the divine, and the divine, or you can be a reflection of that divine consciousness. What is the meaning for us? What is this teaching us? This attitude of remaining as the Master, calm. It teaches us because we have a karma that we have to release. It's a different situation for us, but it teaches us that even us, in our experiences of life, to become, to try to be instruments of the divine, reflections of the divine consciousness. And in this way, we don't create karma, because in the moment we are connected and one with the consciousness, we don't create karma. There is an image that Swami Kriyananda gave us. And I want to end with this message. The image of a lake. A lake that reflects the light of the moon during the night, a starry night, a clear night. So if the waves of this lake that represents our mind are moving, the reflection of the moon can't be clear and visible. But just when the mind is perfectly calm, the surface of the lake is completely still. So the light of the moon could be reflected exactly in the water. And this is our consciousness. When we are in connection with this inner calmness, we can really reflect the consciousness, the divine consciousness.
E adesso cantiamo Shri Ram Jai Ram, che è un canto particolare perché Swami Kriyananda, quando l'ha cantato e registrato, proprio ha infuso in questo canto la coscienza della calma. Proprio l'ha detto anche che era cantato dal quinto chakra, che è la sede della calma. Così mentre cantiamo, prova proprio a cantare da questo chakra in alto, proprio per entrare nella percezione della calma.
So I'm sorry to say that to Shantidev and even to Yogindra, but there is one quality, divine quality, that is even more important. So, did you hear a lot of inspiration tonight? Is that true? So imagine if Shantidev comes here with a lot of peace, but saying nothing in silence. So maybe you could you have feel inside the peace, but maybe you couldn't have been inspired. So the quality that I'm going to talk about is the sound. It's very interesting. I don't know if you've ever thought about it. So what is the source of sound? Movement. So when you play the guitar, what creates the sound? The movement of the chords, the vibration. If you play the harmonium, what does create the sound? Friction or vibration? When you talk or when you sing, what does create the sound? Is the movement of the chords, the vocal cords. So on a cosmic level, everything, every movement of consciousness creates a sound. Could be an exterior one, could be a subtle one, an inner one. It's always a sound that is created. Always touched me and impressed me that Yogananda said he had 3 scriptures that are his favorite. One is the Bhagavad Gita. The other one is the Bible. The third one, it Whispers from Eternity, a book of poems and prayers that he received. And it's interesting because they answer to all your spiritual needs, all the needs that you can have as a devotee, is Whispers from Eternity. He wanted to say that every expression of divine consciousness in all the qualities creates a sound. And the sound is one of the aspects that really touch us. Do you remember what have you studied in the high school? Anything? I don't remember, and I'm maybe young, but did you remember about the music that you listen? Yes, you say yes. So when we listen to music, the music enters in us, and there is always an answer. It can be positive or maybe negative, but there is always a reaction. Because sound, Swamiji said, light is the aspect of the divine that is the subtle, the more subtle, close to joy. And sound is the closest to human being. Opens the door to expand in this divine consciousness. It's very interesting. There is a chant in Sanskrit. It says, Jai Guru, victory to the Guru, Omkara. Like victory to the Guru, that is the vehicle of Om. Because the Guru always emanates this divine sound that has all the qualities inside of it. It's interesting that in the life of Yogananda, there were many moments where disciples said that they entered in the room and they listened to a great sound, a cosmic sound. There is a story that one year, in the new year, Yogananda was playing the gong, and another group of disciples, miles and thousands of miles away, they could listen to that sound. There is a story where Yogananda said that he was praying for someone that was dying in a hospital, and this person in that moment was healed. But what was particular is that suddenly he could hear a thunder. A thunder. In that moment he was healed. So Yogananda said that his most advanced disciple, Rajarsi Janakananda, he grew up, he developed very fast. Can you imagine why? He knows how to listen. It never happened to you that maybe you are talking to someone, or maybe you see a person that seems beautiful and then you start talking and you say, okay. Because our appearance can just not be true, but our voice is always true. If you're calm, you can feel it in the voice. If you love, you can feel it in the voice. So sound gives us a perception of reality that is deeper, and is something that we can practice in our attunement to the Guru. Even attunement as a word, attunement means play together. So when we are attuned to someone, we say, it resound to me. Try now one thing. So we will listen to the voice of Yogananda. So try to listen within you, the voice. Maybe you know the technique of Om, and that is trying to listen to the sounds, inner sounds on the right ear. So sit with your spine straight. Visualize Yogananda in the spiritual eye. And as you listen to his voice singing Om, try to listen to him inside of you. these days to listen. As you walk, as you meditate, as you talk, try always to listen and see what it comes. What is the last one? Maybe you know from this story. So Yogananda emanated a power of joy that was incredible, but very few could understood it. So once in a hotel somewhere in America, he had his robe, the orange one, and so a man came to him. He was completely drunk, and as soon as he saw Yogananda, he hugged him, and he said, "Oh, Jesus Christ," because he was having this robe and the hair, long hair. And Yogananda said, "Hi to you," with a lot of respect, with a lot of love. And he gave him a sip of beatitude. And this man said, "Oh my God, what are you drinking?" And Yogananda said, "A very strong thing." And he let him completely sober and even paralyzed because he couldn't understand. Because when you feel this beatitude, it's something really amazing. It doesn't exist on a human level. So many times I had this experience, even in moments of difficulties, when you can't see that light. I try to tune into Master, and after a while, there is a sprinkle of joy in my heart, and he himself uplifts me on a higher level, and I can understand his guidance, I can understand the situation, doesn't matter the problems. This beatitude, this touch, the Guru gives this if you can tune into him. It's not easy to merge into this joy, but Yogananda is not leaving you aside. He wants everyone, all of us, in this state of beatitude, bliss. Realization came through me to complete the promise of Christ, to send the consoler, the comforter. It's a bliss that can permeate you, and you don't care about anything else because you understand that you can continue and everyone can perceive this. Yogananda said in a beautiful talk a few months before leaving his body, before his Mahasamadhi, he said, "When you sleep, you are a beautiful yogi. The energy withdraws. You're already a yogi. Energy withdraws completely. If the sleep is deep, and there is a great joy, a great satisfaction, but in meditation, you can go in that state. Throw your body in the super consciousness. This is what I do. Cast your body. I do some kriyas and the body goes in infinite bliss. A bliss that can overcome any other experience. Now we can listen to his voice.
Dump your body into superconscious. That's all I do. I practice a few times kriya, and I dump my body, and the body is gone. And I am in infinite bliss. The bliss that surpasses any description.
This bliss is experienced as a river on the altar of the spine. When you feel it, this energy flowing upward You can say, "Oh, here you are, God is pure bliss." And Yogananda says, remember, it doesn't matter your problem. God is with you. God is behind you. Look for Him, that He could draw you in Himself and make you as He is. And you can do this. I will dedicate a bouquet of souls to God. This is why I came. This is what I'm doing. I am with you. Now, more than ever, follow the connection of the Masters. Kriya is the key to the door of heaven, to know that the Masters exist and God exists. There is a chant that we don't do now, but is think about the feet of your Guru, and you can cross the ocean of delusion. It is not easy to enter in that bliss, but there is a lot that we can do now. This attunement is everything, is very simple, and then the Guru does everything. This thinking about Him, not depending about circumstances. And Yogananda in this talk says, why do you think you can't do it? I'm with you. It's all. So Yogananda shines with these 8 qualities. It's a treasure of 8 colors. Now he wants to give you one of these qualities, one message for you that he wants you to practice. So now we sing, and you can come and you will find some paper, and this is a message the Master is giving you. It's from you, this quality, and you take it and you practice it for at least a month. This is your treasure, the gift from Master to you. You just can come and just pick your paper, and we can start singing.
Non so se avete capito, ma le cose che vengono ogni volta offerte rappresentano le qualità di cui parliamo. dal Maestro la luce, il suono, l'amore, la gioia, la calma, la
calmness, peace,
la saggezza e il potere.
wisdom and power. Receive abundantly.
Assorbi, assorbi.
Absorb, absorb.
E poi sentiti il canale strofinare.
Feel that you're a channel. Think of Him
E proietta
and
le
project
qualità divine.
divine qualities to all.
Shanti, 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 Jai Guru. Paramhansa Yogananda.